The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Are all in all, the savior, the protectors, the unifiers, the comforters, the most loved, the king of kings, the messiahs. Abdurrahman Ishiani, Assimi Guita, and Ibrahim Traore finally decided to come out of whatsoever that they call oppression. You see, Africans, we sit down always to talk about oppression. We want to come out of oppression. We are tired of the injustices. We are tired of how we are treated inferior. We are tired of these people always trying to treat us as if we are nothing. But what do? We sit down and we talk, and that ends it. But when we had the true sons of the soil, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, have finally come out to tell them that enough of this, that we are a people of our own. Before these people came into Africa, they came and met a wonderful Africa. And that was why King Leopold said they have to devise a way to cripple the African. That when it is God, we already know God. If it is about morals, we already know. That what is it that these people, that education, everything solid. That these people are very strong in their culture, in their tradition, in every aspect. So we have to find a means to cripple these people. And these people went and designed that beautiful book and the religion and everything and education and brought it to us and suppress us with this. And this has given them the backbone to always suppress Africa the more. You understand? And we have done nothing other than talk, begging these people to give us the freedom that you want. But even if it is me, I will not give you that freedom. Freedom, you must be ready to fight for your own freedom. Until you are ready to fight, nobody will give it to you. And that is why Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso decided that they are no longer going to be part of this kind of thing that call talk and nothing comes out of it. So they have decided to take their own sovereignty into their own hands. They came together as 3 nations, becoming one, with one army, and everything one. Moving out of the gentleman club called Ecowas. The 3 nations have formed a confederation, and they are willing to do away with anything called oppression. So they have finally come out to show us their flag. Yes, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have officially launched their flag, showing the world that they are now truly independent. That these gentlemen club, they do not want to belong to them. They have taken a bold stand to fight oppression and to take their freedom into their own hands.
The AES flag was also presented to you during the audience. Details with Thiede Kamara and Garibouche Leroux.
In front of the transitional president, the ministers of the Confederation of the States of Israel are responsible for defense, security, cooperation, and development. After high-level meetings dedicated to the implementation of the roadmap, the delegation came to report to President Goita, who is also the president of the Confederation of the States of Israel. In the evaluation, the ministers expressed satisfaction with the projects completed.
The task went well. You're on the verge of drawing good conclusions. We came to present to His Excellency the solution for consumption. We also have guidelines and the focus of the society to move quickly, to be practical and pragmatic, so that it is not just words, so that on the ground many things get done. The consolidation of the AS space, the structuring, the confederation of the state for the ACE, in order to guarantee the independence, the real serenity of the profession.
Oriented towards progress and prosperity, the AIS countries want to move quickly, meaning to advance without wasting time, preserving the superior unity of the AIS populations.
Can the United Nations Chamber proceed in its work by presenting this report, a very good report that will be placed before all the AIS countries? We will meet on June 6th. Here, in the coming weeks of the year, we will meet in committee with the members, with the Ecowas countries to quickly reach negotiations and draw conclusions for the continued consolidation of our space. S, the realization of reserves and implementing more measures to achieve prudent results.
Driven by the Pan-African vision, the 3 heads of state of AS advocate for a comprehensive, pragmatic approach, encouraging ministers to accelerate the implementation of the projects identified in the roadmap. During the audience, President Goita presented the AS flags to the ministers, symbolizing the unity of our common space in a rectangular shape with a green background featuring the AS logo at its center. These flags symbolize both hope and prosperity, rebirth and renewal. A symbol of our unity, it now flies in the eyes of the world.
These nations are doing everything that we are looking for in Africa. Other leaders who are sitting and talking about democracy, which these people are using to suppress us, wouldn't help us. We want to see action. Some people came into Africa, we know how they grouped us, Britain, France, Germany, Italy, and how they divided Africa. And these people sit wherever they are after they went, because they do not want to labor and to take care of themselves, and they want to always get everything cheap from Africa, have decided that these Francophone nations that they are going to give them their freedom in the guise of not giving them anything. They want to print money. This CFA franc, these people sit down, print this money, send it to our brothers in the Francophone nations, and that's what they are using. They have even forced them to have their central bank in France, that France control everything, that even when they are going for their own money, they have to pay. After grouping us, they kept us under one color. And they will tell you, this group of people, you are this. And that is what we have still been living with. And we are not ready to do away with these colonial chains. Yet every time we sit together, every time we hear our leaders talk, is about how they have been so good at keeping up to what Yolo Popo has left us. What is keeping us poor? What is keeping us oppressed? That is what our leaders always talk about. We are not willing to move out of these chains of these people. And the ones that are doing everything possible to be on their feet to fight the oppression, that we need others to join, do it. You still have these ones that are born to be oppressed, fighting those that are not ready for oppression. Those that their genes are not willing to take whatsoever they call oppression. How do we move forward as a people if we are not ready to fight for the freedom? If we are not ready to break away from all the systems of these people? If we keep holding on to the systems, how do we develop? These are true leaders who are right on time to do the needful, because we have always talked and the talking never brought us anything. So these people are putting in actions to make sure that whatsoever that we are looking for as a people will get it. These are the only ones that are ready and they understand what freedom is. The rest of us who are still holding on to democratic elected, we are still not ready for independence. We are still not ready for freedom, because if we do, we would be fighting all the system that these people have created. But if we keep on holding on to the systems, it means we are still not ready to be on our own. We should go back to where we came from. We should be ready to fight as a force, not for us to divide and be fighting to protect the interests of Jolo Popo. That will not take us anywhere. And this is what Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are doing perfectly well, that other leaders have still not seen. And all the thing is, we have to be under one system of government created by these oppressors, which hasn't done anything good to Africa rather than looting us. It's under the guise of democracy that they get to do whatsoever that they are doing. What they are doing in these democratic elected nations, they can never try that in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, because they have taken control over the mineral resources. And these people no longer have access to them. And that is why they are tagging these ones as bad. If now, why is it that Gabon and Guinea are not always in the picture? Because they still get whatsoever that they are looking for from these people. So for that reason, even though they are under military regime, they don't care. It's whoever stands up for Africa that these people tag bad. And we are grateful that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are doing perfectly. You can't be in the presence of people who don't regard you, and you continue to be there. And that is what they are telling these people. If truly you claim these people are not respecting us, we have to walk away from their systems and oppression. But if you keep staying there, talking, nothing will happen. You can't just say, I am not pleased with a smiling face. You have to show them some kind of seriousness. Like Captain Ibrahim Traore rightfully said, that nobody will give us the freedom that we are looking for just by speaking. We have to be ready to fight for the freedom that we are looking for. So until then, Africa, we will never make any headway if we keep sitting down with the system that they've created, and all that we talk about is democracy. We'll continue to be where we are for the next centuries to come. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing and educating our brothers and sisters. Together we make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world, in Africa, West Africa, and in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso.